Have you ever wondered how artists create stylized artwork for games such as World of Warcraft, League of Legends, Dota 2, or even Overwatch? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down and sharing my tips and experience to help you achieve that beautiful stylized look that everybody loves. Hey, welcome back guys, it's TJ over here at Clifford Studio bringing you another concept art tutorial. If this is your first time and you're looking to learn more about digital illustration and concept art to help you improve your own skills, then you'll want to make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to get live updates for when I post new videos. Alright, so jumping right into this guys, I want to let you guys know that this is actually my second stylized World of Warcraft battle axe concept after not recording the first one. However, with both, I started out with the same silhouette concept by making sure the overall shape language and proportions were accurate. Once you're happy with this, you can go into creating your line work and getting that specific design theme that you're aiming for. Additionally, at this point, I would make sure you have plenty of reference photos on hand to keep your ideas flowing when designing your prop, weapon, character, or environment. Personally, I like to use Google Images, which tend to be the easiest and the most accessible way to finding reference photos. When working in a stylized art format such as World of Warcraft, I tend to keep books like The Art of Blizzard Entertainment by my desk, which contain most of the earlier artwork used for the games like Warcraft, Diablo, and Starcraft. Now, one cool thing about these types of art books is that they contain artwork from a multitude of different artists, and if you find one whose work you really enjoy, you can always Google them and search for their most up-to-date portfolio. I do this a lot, and I keep a list of my favorite artists on hand to make sure I'm continuously learning and always striving to getting better by studying their different types of work. So once you're happy with your line work and the overall design of your piece, you can start by jumping in and playing with color. At this point, I'm trying to see what is working and what isn't. I was eventually able to find a sweet spot and start on the shading and rendering. Now when I was rendering and designing this, I wanted it to seem old and worn out. One of the ideas was to have cracks throughout the blade, similarly to how I designed the first battle axe to show its ruggedness and that it had been used before. And touching back on having reference photos, something I like to do is to import my reference photos into Photoshop or whatever drawing software that you might be using and use the color picker on the photo itself to acquire the correct colors that you need. This can be extremely useful with photographs because of how light actually works when studying color theory. A lot of the time, you would be surprised what colors are actually being used when in direct light and shadows. In fact, one thing that I had to learn when first studying color theory is that when painting, you can't really just go from a light brown to a dark brown. When light hits an object, it makes the object's color warmer, and similarly, when the object is in shadow, the color becomes cooler. But getting back to the design, a cool idea that I wanted to implement was to have glowing gems be the power source of this axe. In World of Warcraft and throughout Blizzard Entertainment's art and games, you can usually see gems and stones used throughout their weapons, armor, and prop designs. The main idea was to have the glowing blue gems flow throughout the axe, giving the weapon its true power. This included having a large stone at the bottom of the weapon, acting as a counterweight when handling it. Something that's apparent in Blizzard games, such as Hearthstone and even Overwatch, is final renders of artwork usually have little to no outlining throughout their pieces. However, I will say I do tend to use line work in the beginning of my designs, which, if that's what you're comfortable with, I definitely recommend doing something like that. But by the end, make sure you back off on that and really focus on your color and rendering to separate objects within your painting. Alright guys, so we're coming up to the end of this video, and I really hope you guys were able to learn something from this. If you did and you know someone else who would like this type of video or would like to learn something from this, please go ahead and share this video with them so they can be a part of this awesome community you guys have helped me build so far. Additionally, if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't leave without leaving a like. It really helps the channel grow and lets me know what you guys feel about the content that I'm putting out. In fact, leave a comment with something you guys enjoyed learning about here or what you would like to see me create for future content. And as always, please hit subscribe if you want to see more interesting concept art and digital illustration time-lapse commentaries from me. For those of you who want to follow my artwork more closely by seeing my work posted live as I'm in the process of creating it, I've left my social media links down in the description below and at the end of this video. Alright, with all that being said guys, this is TJ from Clifford Studio. Take care.